Grant, things have not gone according to plan for the Suns.
Well, you know, B.A., they followed that trip to the finals with a 64-win season. But then they went all in on the big three of Booker, Durant, and Beal. And that just didn't yield the results they'd hoped for.
For Atlanta. What an honor it is to have Brittney Griner here tonight.
We're all so happy she's back here in Phoenix, a dominant force at the WNBA for over a decade.
A minute 29 left in the first quarter here. And he makes it.
Nice pass by Risa Shea. You can already see he has a high basketball IQ.
Pass to O'Brien. It's stolen by Kuminga. And a fast break now for Atlanta. Pushing it up. Oh, nice. Wow.
Well, if he was in the dunk contest right there, I think that's solid 10s across the board for Kuminga.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Here's the dude. To the inside, the professor. And he comes up with a bucket. The professor has got 10 points in the game.
It's certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Vincent with the ball. Jacks up a three. Oh, planks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Here's the dude. Risa Shea covering. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
So, guys, Trae Young's contract in Atlanta was coming to an end, and both sides could not reach an agreement on a long-term contract extension. So trade talks ensued, and Trae Young finds himself in a new destination that now makes him the lead franchise guard in a new home.
A new day. All right, Chomps, thanks for the update. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Vincent. And so he hits both.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to McCollum. To the middle. Here's Landale. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Oh, excellent work inside. Once he saw that mismatch, he took it right to the rim.
Here's O'Brien. Lets it go from deep. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Phoenix out in front, up 3. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And for Phoenix, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Early offense in this league is key. You've got to score before the defense can set up in the half court.
They've got MP, And it's Mr. Clutch in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And he knocks down the first one. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point. But it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter. But, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Both shots good from the stripe. Well, Tim, despite their youth, the Hawks have been able to remain pretty competitive.
Well, when you look at this lineup, you see a lot of length and versatility, and that's where this league is headed. So they are creating a roster for positionless basketball.
That shot's good by Parker.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Now McCollum down low to the paint. Shot is up. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Landale's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice read by McCollum. Such a smart player. He knows when to find others.
Here's Jay. Another three for Phoenix.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
McCollum outside, and there's the screen. Uses the glass on the layup. McCollum's got 5 points.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. He's checked in for Atlanta. And with this pause, a check on the stats to show you which teams led the league in assists last year. Atlanta, second.
They were patient, and they were also unselfish. And it helps to have guys who are willing to make the next pass.
Here's Newman. McCollum defends. Parker, a screen on Johnson. Mr. Clutch passes to Parker. And it falls all over the rim and in. Parker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, if he's going to be covered like that, he has to continue to take that shot.
McCollum on the wing. He's got 5. On target from range.
And throughout his career, McCollum has always been a high-volume three-point shooter. And there you see why. The consistency.
Here's the dude. He's scoreless. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Parker, the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The dude's shot is off. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Trailing by 2. Oh, the shot no good by Kispert. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. You know, with a league-wide focus on three-point shooting, Corey Kispert should feel good about his job security, Tim.
Yeah, sharpshooters are always going to be in demand, Brian, and that's Kispert's primary role. But he's also become an efficient finisher at the rim.
Mr. Clutch can't hit. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Johnson. This one for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Newman. McCollum defends. Shoots from the line. Newman can't hit.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
Kuminga, the pass to Landale. Here's Johnson. McCollum right side. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. In the last few seasons, Legs, C.J. McCollum playing mainly point guard, but for his career, mostly at the 2.
Yeah, listen, he can play either, certainly can be a lead guard when he needs to be, but shooting and scoring off the dribble is really his bread and butter, and he can get to it from any angle, any platform, in any situation.
Great player regardless.
Absolutely.
For the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Landale. Daniels comes in for Kuminga, and it's Alexander Walker in for Kispert. That free throw misses. And Grant, you played a half-decade in Phoenix. What stands out the most?
Well, B.A., a great city with great fans. And that exciting run in 2010 where we made it to the conference finals.
He hits the second from the line. Legs, we've seen players extend their primes, extend their careers. What's behind that?
Well, I think you have to look at the absolute best, LeBron James, and what he has been able to do in making that investment in terms of caring for his body. It's a role model that all players should emulate.
The question is, can anybody replicate what LeBron has done?
Boy, that's going to be tough to copy that.
Pass to the professor. Can they get it? And it's good on the layup. The professor's got 12 points.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the free ball.
Left side, Alexander Walker. Daniels outside. And here's Johnson. McCollum outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's O'Brien. Over McCollum. No good off the back of the rim. Atlanta's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pulls up on the wing. That shot is off. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Hawks on top, up 2. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hey folks, welcome. The Atlanta Hawks find themselves here in a close one at the half. And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like were back-to-back titles.
Yeah, I know a little something about that too, Shaq. I know it's pretty sweet.
Well, it sure is nice to see you guys agreeing about something for a change. And let's discuss the first half. So far, Atlanta's in a close one.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were with that analysis, Chet. Well done.
Yeah, instead of rambling on like usual.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's McCollum. On the court for the Hawks. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Daniels in at the small forward position. There's McCollum with the three. Rebound by the Beast.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's the Professor. Good. And the assist goes to MP. The Professor's got 14 points for the game. Outside Johnson, 4-3. No luck on that one. Well, Phoenix is shooting 52% from the floor so far. The Professor with a bucket.
I love the shot selection from him right now. He's not settling, and that's why he's shooting at a very high rate.
And here's Daniels. Still no points. Pass to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. Got a piece of it.
They started out this half ice cold, 0 for their first 3.
Parker passes to Newman. Here's O'Brien. And the Suns get another 3.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Down low. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, he is a very mobile 6'9" wing, and Johnson is showing you he's a perfect pick-and-roll partner.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Taking a look at last year's stats. Here were the players that led the way in terms of steals. Dyson Daniels on top.
And we saw how effective he was on defense last season. Taking pride in mucking things up and being an absolute pest, grabbing all those steals.
The Suns lead by 4. Pass to Newman. Here's O'Brien, covered by Daniels. The shot by O'Brien, no good.
Well, it's still a good start to the half. They had to miss sometime.
Well, when you look at the upside for this young Hawks team, Tim, how good can they be?
I think they could be one of the surprises in the Eastern Conference. They've got an emerging star in Jalen Johnson, one of the best defensive players in the league in Dyson Daniels. And both of those guys, I think, haven't even come close to scratching the surface.
And both players, high-level work ethic, talent, and guys who want to get after it every day. And he makes a first. Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Hawks trail by 6. Outside, Alexander Walker. Daniels outside. Three-pointer. The Suns clear it. The Beast has got 4 rebounds now.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Shooting 2.
And he drops it first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Shea passes to Parker. Here's O'Brien. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. O'Brien's got 5 points now this quarter.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talks about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Ryan, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Che, covered by Alexander Walker. Oh, and Johnson with a block.
And his coach has to love that. That's great rim protection by Johnson.
To the middle. Stolen by Parker. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Parker's got his third basket on the night right there. 1:02 left in the third. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Daniels. There's the screen by Johnson. Clock at 6. And Atlanta misses again. Here's Phoenix. They're on a 14-4 run. And Che gets it to go.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
36 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside, Alexander Walker. They set the screen. Pass to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. That's good from Okongwu on the assist by Johnson. Okongwu's got 8 points.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Here's the professor. Unloads from 13. No good. And so it's Phoenix up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back after this word. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And it's Speedy in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And out of bounds, Atlanta will have it.
Atlanta ball.
Hawks trail by 8. Pass to Landale. To the inside. Banked it in off the glass.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Here's Newman. McCollum defends. Newman can't hit.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.